I joined this club pretty much immediately. Calvin was the president then. Shout out to him. Everything was experience basically based off of Calvin's ideas. So we've tried to improve it, tried to grow it, obviously, but a lot of stuff that I learned about TOing, running a club, etc. Definitely from Kellen, so thank you for that. Yeah, it's pretty weird that I'm going to be leaving this place. I spent, I don't know, ever since the end of my freshman year, I've been president of this club, so I've definitely spent more time on this club than like school for sure. Every other class combined, not even close to this. The amount of effort, the amount of hours that I put in, the amount of care that I have for the community, everyone. And I just want to reiterate that a lot of the stuff, I only give in what I receive, so all the effort that you see me put in is because I've just received so much friendship and kindness from everyone in the community, and it's really just because I like all you guys. Appreciate you guys. There's a lot of things to say, but basically when I first went here, I wasn't like very good at Melee. Like I was like, I don't know, decent, but I was getting like 7th at locals. I wasn't like good is what I'm trying to say, so I wasn't, I really, so I've just grown a lot with this club, not only as a Melee player obviously, but as a person. I wasn't anywhere near being ranked freshman year. There's just been a lot of growth that I've had, and it's cool going through college and growing up as a person, and then also seeing a club grow as well. I'm really excited, especially for the younger of you, to see how you grow and see how you take your futures, whether it be trying to do more things with the club or just trying to figure out what you want to do with your life. It's a very scary thing. I'm very confident in the people that are taking over the club, more so than ever. I feel like this year, more than any other year, we have a more cohesive team of people actually who are passionate about the community, who are putting in effort towards making the club and the community as good as possible. So you're definitely in good hands. I don't know if Alejandro Covey's here. Alejandro had a final, but Alejandro and Covey are going to be your co-presidents for next year at the very least. I'm very confident in both of them. They've already shown a lot more initiative. They've done a lot of things that I haven't even thought of myself in trying to improve the stream and trying to improve community engagement. Like the Friendly Feuds idea, for example, something that I had no part in that at all, and I think that's just an example of great things that I think are to come. Really, really cool ideas that bring the community together. So I just want to say, you guys are in great hands, and there's, I don't know, I'm gonna miss whatever's happening here. I'll be here for the summer for a little bit, like leaving, but yeah. I don't really have anything else to say. I don't know if Cubby would like to say something because he's taking over a little bit.
Yeah, can we do a Q&A or?
Yeah, Q&A, Q&A, Q&A.
Q&A?
This is also something I did when I took over the club from Kellen. He gave a speech, and then I was like, oh, I don't know what to say, so now it's your turn. What do you say?
So I'm really going to strap down on rules, so no toxicity, no eating, no drinking, no water, no breathing, no living, no dying, no nothing, okay? Yeah, no. You heard me, Doug. You heard me. But yeah, real talk, yeah, I'm kind of really excited about the direction that we're going in, but obviously it took like the hard work of, those that came before us, Griffin, Owen, everyone else. And like we stand on the shoulders of giants and stuff like that. So like, but we can really, and I know we can really only go up from here. So I'm really excited to see, what the interns going on, officers can bring. I think we have a lot to talk about this coming year. I think in terms of community engagement, we can really do a lot and just like really make this a great environment for like all different kinds of levels. And I'm really happy about the talent that we've gotten out of here, even like within the past year. So yeah, I don't know, I'm hyped. So, thanks.
And I know Alejandro's hyped as well. With that being said, we have to clean up because we gotta leave like 15 minutes from now. We gotta clean up. Sorry.
Love you, Griffin. Q&A. Q.
Yes. Electric blue.
Electric blue?
Anyone else?
No, that's.
Yes.
How old are you?
I am 22. I just turned 22. Born May 18th, 1996.
I knew that.
Done.
Favorite Smash Club memory?
Favorite Smash Club memory?
My question.
Well, I guess one of my first super positive memories was I was a freshman, like super early in the year, and Squid, who still going through at the time, just like basically I didn't have a car. I still don't have a car, but I would always post on the Facebook page asking for rides and stuff, and so Kellen obviously drove me a lot to like random locals with like 15 people where everyone was drunk on the years. But one of the things that Squid did was he just like, I don't know, he was just super kind to me. I'm sure he's kind to all of you as well, but he offered to house me for a night. Like basically I wanted to go to Mayhem, which is the big weekend tournament at the time in SoCal. And I like didn't even know him that well, but he just like offered to drive me and offered to house me for the night. It was just like super kind, and kind of wish he was here, but so I tell him that. But he's one of the first like really big friends I had in the community, I think. So.
Favorite Smash Club member?
Oh, you stole my question. Oh, I was gonna say that.
Come on, dude.
Come on, that was.
When you were a freshman, did you believe you can make it this far as a Smash player?
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess kind of. I just had, for whatever reason, I just knew I would get better than I was, which isn't always the case for everyone. But I don't know. I was just very confident.
First Melee major
Top
and
1%.
My first like Melee. I think the first national was like Big House 4 or something. I got 129th, losing to a Link main. Sauce.
Jeez,
Triple
six.
That's the reaction everyone has. They're like, oh, he lost to a Link. And then I named the one Link that people know. They're like, oh, well, he's pretty good, you know.
Pretty good, dude.
I missed a ledge dash last talk, and he just like upbeat me as I rolled, and it was very sad. I don't remember the question. First major?
and your feelings about it.
I suck losing to a Link man.
Oh.
I was getting.
He was gonna
like,
count.
the crowd was very mean to me. Like northeastern Ohio and Pittsburgh, where Rob is from, in case anyone's here. They were like, they were like super mean to me. I don't know. I was like, super and they were just like, and it was like puff chic, and I was just getting arrested, and they were just like being really mean to me. It was weird.
Aww.
No.
People are mean to someone.
Those are my only people. The two people I was yeah.
What was the first major that put you into that?
The first major I made like top 64, I guess, was the first time I ever made it out of both pools was Genesis 3. And that actually was super exciting because, okay, well there's a lot of funny stories about that major, but basically that is the same place that we won TMG, like where we actually got first, PCI. Beat Georgia Tech in the finals, but That was a super funny event because I had just like made it out of pools for the very first time. I was super happy, and then I look at my phone. I got a text from Matt, and he was like, "Yo, dude, like I'm not gonna play." And I was like, "Oh, that's weird. Why?" Because I just saw that he did very poorly in bracket, and I was like, "Oh, okay, like I'll swap out for him because we had 6 players at the time." And then I talked to Connor, who was also on the team. He was also not in a good mood. He had just lost to like Smuckers. Smuckers was like not top 100 at the time or something. And then like Santi didn't care about playing, and then Sheridan also wasn't in a good mood. So basically, I had to walk up to Matt.Zeb right before we played finals, and I was like, "Yo, we're gonna forfeit because we can't. None of our players want to play." I had that conversation with him, like legitimately, and then Connor beat Smuckers in losers bracket, so he was fine, and then other stuff happened. I don't know, and then we ended up winning, ironically, I guess, or coincidentally, but super funny. Imagine me, I'm like unranked, right? I just made it out of pools for the first time. I'm like walking over and checking my phone. I'm seeing like, oh, Matt's like super sad. I walk over to Connor. Connor doesn't want to talk to me. I walk over to Sheridan. He's like, I don't know what happened with him. And then I'm just like, I don't know. Guess I have to
You
force
don't
it
think
now.
Sheridan like Doug did?
Can you give like one tip
Yeah,
so
Doug
like
is-
everybody
no.
here like a various skill level could like
He's Sheridan.
you know what I mean?
Oh shit. Yeah, Sheridan.
Believe in yourself. I think a lot of times, like people just like don't actually think that they can do things. Like they try an activity, regardless of how good they are, and they just like don't actually think that they will succeed or that they have the ability to succeed. And there's a lot of research to show that how you frame something like psychologically, or just how you think about stuff actually affects how you perform and how you think about things. Like for example, if you force yourself to smile, you actually feel happier, even if you're like forcing yourself. Like just making the motion of smiling, you literally become happier. Basically, your brain like doesn't make any sense, but you can just like trick yourself into doing things. So what I'm trying to say is, if you just have a positive mindset and you tell yourself that you're able to do things, you'll actually achieve more than you might have been able to do otherwise. It's not really Melee related, but I just think that like nothing is really ever bad as it seems, and I think you can always just like recover from anything. Maybe via onset-teching, I'm not sure.
No.
Are you gonna stick around SoCal, or am I never gonna see you again?
I'm taking a summer class that ends September, so I will be in Cornell. So I'll be living at UTC until September at the very least.
Fuck yeah.
So I'll be gone.
What after that?
After that, depends on if I get a job in SoCal. And things are looking pretty decent that I will, but it's not entirely guaranteed.
We'll be lucky to have you, whatever it is.
They will be.
Very good.
Hey, you want to work for a startup?
Favorite major tournament series?
Oh, Shine probably. I think they just like run a tournament well, and I just feel like it's like actually exciting to walk around. Like if you go to like Evo or Big House, just in a warehouse. Like I don't know if you guys have ever been to Evo or Big House, but you're literally, it's just like concrete. Like it's just like, imagine Costco, there's no food, or like people pay to be nice to you. I don't know, the atmosphere of the physical venue of those places is like not very nice. But Shine, I think they run a good tournament. They also are like the first ones to use UCF, although apparently they're not going to use UCF anymore. But they run good tournaments, I think. So I like Shine more than like any of the other ones. Genesis is close, so I like Genesis too, as well.
If you could go back and improve like one thing about how you ran the club in the last 3 years, so like change one thing about how you ran the club in the past 3 years, what would you change?
I think I would just let other people do more things. I've talked about this with the board a lot, but I felt very confident in my abilities to just do pretty much everything, and what ended up happening is I just did everything. In certain cases, obviously people did stuff, but it was like, took a lot more responsibility than necessary. And it wasn't necessary, it wasn't really bad for the club, honestly, because I just did a good job, but it was kind of, it takes a toll on you, like physically and stuff, and then also it just doesn't let people grow. I've had a really, whenever I see someone, like one of the officers make a mistake, I like want to correct them immediately, but there's a lot of value in letting someone fail, in a sense. so that they can learn from it, as opposed to like handholding them and being like, wait, don't do that. You should do it like this way because it's better. Even if I'm correct, even if I'm explaining it wrong, it's important for people to fail. And I'm very hesitant to let my friends and colleagues fail, but I need to let them do so sometimes. So, yeah, I do that.
Can you say something nice about everyone in this room?
Well, if I start, I have to do everyone. So.
Oh yeah.
Close it out.
Marco, I like your hair.
Oh, boom.
Gorgeous. Whoosh, I like your sense of humor, even though it's hard to tell if you're like it's hard to tell if you're like actually joking. Yeah, I can agree with that. I don't know. Alex, you've been a very good friend to me. I don't really need to go into more than that, but I just appreciate a lot that you've done. Definitely made a large positive impact on my life, so thank you for that. Doug, you're one of my oldest friends in UCI and Melee Club especially, so you've been there for me a lot. Thank you for that. I'm glad that I brought my Melee setup to the dorm so that we could play together. Adam, you have an incredible tag. Also, you made an impact from week 0. You made some upsets. We don't need to talk about who they were, but Martha's sick. You've also made upsets, believe it or not. We also don't need to talk about who they are. I think to interact with all of the freshmen. I think I kind of only talked to some of the ones that are more involved with the board, but I kind of wish I got to know you guys better because we haven't interacted that much outside of tournaments and stuff. So I wish that. Same for you, Ben. You're kind of all in the same group, but you're Luigi's sick actually. So we played I think we played week 1 in the arena, and I was super impressed with playing it. Did I say 11:40?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You already committed. You have to finish.
I can't believe we just took a train. We decided 4 in the morning to take a train the next day to go to Santa Barbara, and the train was $50 round trip, so that's crazy. Kevin, you're awesome. I think you have a lot of potential that you don't necessarily let yourself realize, I guess.
That's a good idea.
I think even if you just obviously you were playing and not watching, but just watching you play the crew battle, sometimes you look like an entirely different player. And that's very impressive to me because I feel like I don't necessarily, for myself, I feel like I kind of play at a similar level regardless of the situation. And you clearly can just play 100 times better than what you play sometimes, so that's very cool. Justin, you're insane. Our tricks from you. You're very fast.
I almost run out of space. I was thinking 2 minutes.
Great. I feel like you really care a lot about people, or you make an effort to actually interact with people and make it seem that people feel welcome. I don't know. I'm very confident in your ability to help Cubby and Alejandro lead the club. I feel like you take charge a lot, and you're very confident in doing so, even if you don't think that you are. So that's awesome. You're actually really cool to talk to, and I don't think most people would expect that you're in high school if they didn't know that. Based on maturity and
I don't know how much space I have. I don't know.
he looks young, but the way I don't know, you just act very mature, and you're just a very reasonable person to talk to, which is
Way
not
more mature
necessarily the
than
case
some
for a lot of high
freshmen.
schoolers. Many names, but there are other Fox names your age that are Caesar. I feel like you would. One, I can't believe your doc beat me in that ditto that one time. I can. I could run that back eventually. And then, I don't know. I've known you actually a long time, but I never really got to know you until this year, mostly because I lived with Alex and you two know each other from before. And so I'm really glad I actually got to like hang out with you outside of Melee related events more. Congratulations on getting ranked. I mean, you can do it. Needs to pull for you.
Like go. Wait, you have to keep holding it? Yeah, I have to. Yeah, I tried letting it go before, and it just stopped.
I don't know. I feel like
It's not even that bad, guys.
just to cheese you a lot, and that's basically how our matches go.
Oh my god.
I don't know, I'm really glad I got to meet you this year, and I'm very excited to see what you can do with the rest of your college career, whether it be academia or Melee related, club related, who knows. Brad, what's your sense of style?
Yo, nice cakes, dude.
I feel like there's a certain air of confidence you have that I kind of wish I had for myself. I think that's something that I personally have gotten better at over the years, but it's really impressive to me to see that you have that freshman year, and then also you're very good. You red drop like no other. I'm sad we didn't get to play in tournaments so that you could throw the set to me unless you're supposed to, but we'll play it. Jake. I feel like we also, yeah, I feel like we also didn't hang out until this year. It's crazy. I feel like I've been a lot more social this year, at least like social outside of Melee stuff, just like hanging out with people. And so it's really been cool to hang out with you and get to know you a bit better. You're actually just a cool guy, not just someone who takes 12 stocks from us.
Yo, 12 stocks, baby.
Roof, I feel like you and I feel like I'm able to connect with you in a way that, and I feel like a lot of like your thought processes and the way that you think about things, we think the same things a lot, which is very cool to connect with someone. Yeah, it's like,
I understand.
yeah. I'm glad that we're able to. Yeah. It's interesting that you're going to be here longer than me, I guess. But that's just how long
I'll leave with Rat.
those tracks take. That's crazy.
Wait, that's crazy.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
I feel like I skipped around. John, you're sick. I feel like people didn't have that great of an impression of you in the beginning, but I think now that you've interacted with a lot of people more, they've kind of gotten to understand your thought process a lot. Your work ethic, for one, is just like very respectable. Probably one of the best that I've ever seen. You put in a lot of work, so that's super cool to see from at least like a Melee improvement side. I would not be surprised to see if you do very well in your next couple of years, but also just like as a person, it's been cool to talk to you. I'm glad that you decided to be a part of the board and use your expertise for the good of the people. Trevor, I feel like you're down to do stuff. Like, there was one time we just went to Bond Me at like 2 a.m. for just like basically no reason, but that's just like kind of an example of something that's like, it's cool to have friends that are willing to just like do things socially, I guess.
It's 25 minutes.
Nafat, you're incredible. So I guess for those that don't know, Nafat was actually
25 minutes.
vice president of the Melee Club last year. And so you definitely took a lot of the load off of me when we were doing like specific logistical things with the club. And like even now, like you're not even an officer anymore, and you were just down to drive everyone to Costco And you're just like, you just help out, and you just like, I don't know, kind of put yourself out there to help people, and that's just really cool. I feel like a lot of things you do are very selfless. Like, I don't know. Also, you know, you're jacked. Very cute. You know, you're successful, an adult. A rock. Yeah. A rock. Oh my. Okay. A rock. You help out like a lot. But you, for whatever reason, I don't know why, but you just like want to see things do well, like done properly. Especially at Melee events, and like there are times where there's no officers available, or there's even one for like a record or something. And you just like help out and try and make things better than when you saw them. So you're very reasonable as a human being.
26
I appreciate you being my friend, and you don't need to join the board, but if you did, it would be better. Just putting that out there. Kellen, I kind of already gave you a lot of the praises that I wanted to, but I'm glad that you were there to sort of set up the club to be what it could be. And I think it's only going to get better from here. I mean, it's not like we've peaked at all. We had, like I said, a board that's willing to do a lot, but you're really awesome, and I remember messaging you the summer before my freshman year, and I was probably super annoying because I was just like some 17-year-old messaging you about random club stuff, and
I didn't respond to it for like months.
yeah,
Oh my gosh.
reasonable because I was annoying.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I remember messaging you just like I'm never gonna scroll up on Messenger and read what I sent you because it'll be too cringy. But I remember asking you like, oh, like how many people at UCI like make it out of pools at SSS, and like how many people go to events?
Oh my gosh, this is
I don't know. I was just like very excited to go, and I knew that you were running stuff, and so I kind of spammed your inbox a little bit. So I appreciate you hanging in there and taking one for the team and talking to me. Derek. Right? Derek. Your peach is nuts. I don't know. You're just I'm glad to see you come out of your shell a little bit more. I think we still got a little bit of a ways to go, but it's really cool to get to hang out with you and see you outside of like a Melee realm. And but within a Melee realm, your peach is incredible. I don't know. You're very cool. It's always fun playing you. It's always fun talking to you. Is Cubby the one? We don't have time for that.
No, we have to.
It's the final one.
I'm really glad that you joined UCI and that you were here to sort of take on the torch along with Alejandro. I feel like you've just shown so much initiative. Like a lot of what people talk about in organizations is like the buzzword is like a go-getter, and like you're definitely a go-getter in the sense that you just like you clearly are passionate about what we're doing here, and not only you're so passionate that you will just do stuff on like you just think of stuff and you're like, oh, I should try that, or I should at least bring it up. You know, you're just like very clearly you care about improving what we're doing here, and that's really cool. And then also as a friend, I feel like we're able to connect and share a lot of things, and that's really special to me. You should also be more confident in yourself, but it's easier said than done. And then, did I tell everyone? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll work on it. There's something bad about it.